Hi everybody and welcome to Factor This. I'm your host Angela Godwin. Joining me today, my guest is Julian Alzate. He is the Protection and Control Vice President for Schneider Electric. Julian, thank you so much for joining me today.
Hi Angela, thank you for the invitation.
I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to chatting with you. I think to start off, let's talk a little bit about what you see as maybe some of the most impactful trends and developments that are going to shape the trajectory of the power industry over the next 5 to 10 years?
Oh my God, that's a big question.
It's a big question.
It's a big question.
But I have faith you can do it.
I'll say that there's probably 3 or 4 big important things, and let's start with the first one, and it's the rise and huge increase of distributed energy resources in the network at all levels. So transmission, distribution, and residential, we're seeing this big increase of these resources, and it's completely changing the landscape. And consequence of that is the power system used to be a very kind of like fixed, square, system, but now it needs way more flexibility. So number 2 will be flexibility, and that drives us into number 3, which is all the digitalization or digitization of devices and equipment that is required. So we need more information, we need more visibility. Because we need all this flexibility, then we need digital twins of all these components of the network so that we can study it and understand it and simulate it. And number 4 is cybersecurity. So as we move more into the digital world, cybersecurity becomes a more and more required element, and is just a fundamental part of it. So those are I will say the 4 big things that in the next 10 years we have to figure out how to make very efficient.
I'm glad you brought up digital technologies. As you mentioned, the modern energy landscape is evolving more and more. What does Schneider Electric have to offer in that space, and what challenges do you see with implementing these technologies?
That's another big question, but I think Schneider Electric is at the front of this modern energy landscape transition. Our coverage of the of the space is it's big. So we are all the way from consumers and prosumers. So we have products and solutions in that space, all the way to the big control centers for transmission and distribution utilities. So we have a big coverage in all that landscape, and we're trying to leverage all these technologies, including digital technologies, to enhance operations, to make cost-effective all these demands that exist, to increase efficiency, to increase cybersecurity, to decentralize, to manage all these centralized systems. So it's a big it's a big activity, and our offer portfolio allow us to have kind of like that big picture. We have a very comprehensive portfolio that allows to provide a broad ecosystem of solutions and products that cover the entire life cycle of the energy system. We also have integration tools for those ecosystems, so allow us to, I will not seamlessly, but easy integrate, all these different technologies and get information and have more visibility and all that. We have power management systems, so the ones in charge of making sure that we can protect and control the power system at in real time. So we have power management systems, which, in the operational side, they help us operate, protect, control the power system in real time. These, we are incorporating technologies here like simulate before operate, so using digital twins and, and the existing state of the system, and using those 2 together for operators to be able to simulate something that they are planning to do. So if I need to open or isolate this part of the system, I can first run a simulation and the system will tell me like it will give me feedback saying, well, if you do this, this is the risk that of something that might happen, or you are fully covered. We have to understand that more than 1/3 of the blackouts that are generated either at facilities or in the bulk power system are misoperations. So having these type of tools, I think it's very important. Challenges, because the other part of the question that you were making was challenges on the implementation is we have a huge legacy infrastructure. So when we look at, the power system has been evolving for 100 years. We probably have, about 30 years of life, at least in the kind of like the control side, on the equipment side. And so we have 30 years of legacy equipment that needs to be replaced and have different challenges to be installed and managed. Cybersecurity. So as we try to decentralize the systems and the control, it kind of like goes backwards to what you want to do from a cybersecurity perspective. If you want to protect things, you want to put them in one place, you want to have them, very secure. And we're talking about having, being more decentralized, more disconnected, and still need to provide that cybersecurity. And the third one is the workforce transformation. Our industry is losing a lot of the expertise. So utilities have that challenge of having, the depth and the breadth in the application and use of technology. And then on the other side, we're moving into this more digital world, and it's adding competences, requirements, and all that. So it is very challenging for the workforce of the future.
So now, one of the other initiatives going on that is helping to drive collaboration and innovation in energy solutions is the vPAC Alliance, right? Can you talk about how Schneider Electric contributes to that?
Sure. So the vPAC Alliance, it's an initiative to drive collaboration and innovation across the energy sector, particularly in the space of virtualization. So virtualization is a topic that is becoming, very important if we are trying to give flexibility to the network. We cannot stay with these fixed devices that stay in the system and cannot change. Let's say it that way. So this is what vPAC Alliance is about. It's about virtualization. We are participating from the beginning. We in Schneider believe that collaboration is fundamental in order to get things moving forward. So we like to be team players. There is a lot of people involved in this initiative. We are contributing with, of course, our expertise, knowledge, products, everything that we can in order to move this initiative forward and drive, basically collaborate to create the solutions of the future, reduce cost, and support the transition to a more sustainable future for all of us.
Well, that's great. So speaking of which, Schneider Electric has introduced a couple of new solutions like the PowerLogic P7, right, and the PowerLogic T500, I believe. Can you talk about how these technologies address the challenges of the modern energy grids, like you talked about, cybersecurity, reliability, operational efficiency, and so forth?
So definitely. So P7 is our latest family or platform of protection relays, and it just came out about a year ago. And it's I think what is important about P7 is the way it was built and designed was to support this transition. So to help customers solve the problems of today, but also be prepared for the problems of tomorrow or the transition to tomorrow. So it is a full digital relay, as there are many today, but it also can operate in different architectures, like virtual systems. So the same software that runs in that embedded hardware platform can run in a server as an application and in a virtualized environment. And the same software is the one that you get as a digital twin to do your testing and your trainings and all that. So I think it's a big step in the right direction, providing our customers with a migration path to what they need in the future. Same with T500. T500 is on the other side in the control side. So P7 is protection, T500 is control side, so it's a substation controller. It can also, as I say, run on an embedded device, which a lot of utilities prefer today, and it's also prepared to run as a virtualized device in the future. So that is how we are trying to put our our help to move into these new energy landscape challenges. And of course, both products have the latest cybersecurity requirements. They are both SL2 certified, which is the maximum level of cybersecurity, and include all the cybersecurity requirements in the market.
That's great. Sounds like you're well positioned to help move things into the future and address those challenges.
That's what we expect.
Absolutely. Well, Julian, thank you so much for stopping by and chatting with us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Angela, for the invitation.
Well, we wish you all the best of luck going forward.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Thanks to all of you for tuning in. This has been Factor This, and I'm your host, Angela Godman.